Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jan Kilstrand. I'm a dairy farmer from Saskatchewan, Canada. Today we are picking bales off of the field. This year I think we're gonna have 3,000 to 4,000 round bales to pick. So it's another time-consuming job, but I'm stoked right now because we are doing it with our Kubota M7174 premium KVT demo tractor that we have at the farm. We have an extended demo from Kubota for 100 hours. So that is awesome. It's a good thing I have it for 100 hours because the first couple of hours I was getting used to the tractor and I wasn't the biggest fan. But now we're about 20 hours into this demo and I've grown to really like this thing. A couple of reasons why I like it for this job. We're going to do a couple different jobs with it. I plan to put this in front of the feed wagon as well, see how it does there. But this is the first kind of job I could line up, and that is pulling the 14 bale Highline bale wagon. A couple things that this tractor does really well in front of it. It's got a 50K transmission, CVT. Kubota calls it KVT for Kubota. It actually goes 53 kilometers an hour down the road, so it's as quick as any of the other tractors you can get around here. It's got a suspended front axle, which eats up a lot of the bumps in the road that I'm used to slowing right down for. It's also got a suspended or cab suspension, so it's even smoother. So it's just a joy to drive down the road, and in the field you're pretty comfortable in the cab. And those are two big features that I'm not used to. Fast transmission, smooth suspended front axle makes this thing a joy to drive. Last night we went into the dark. Things got all the lights in the world, just lit up the field, you know, enough to convince your neighbor that it is in fact daytime at 10 p.m. at night. So that's excellent. I've really found myself questioning 20 hours into this 100-hour demo, like what could make another tractor better at the job that I'm doing right now with this thing. For example, if I had a Fendt or a John Deere of the similar frame size and similar horsepower, would I be doing more in a day? And I don't think I would. I think that this tractor is every bit as capable as its competitors, and the competitors are so much more expensive. So that's why I like this tractor. You know, it's not price gouging as hard as the other brands are, and it's doing everything that they are. And I could be wrong, but I haven't been in the seat of one of the competitors, so as far as I know, I couldn't be convinced that spending an extra 100 grand on the equivalent Fendt or John Deere would justify it because of output. I just can't see that. So but that's something that I didn't see coming. I'm kind of surprised by that. Coming into this demo with the Kubota, I was like, well, they make lawnmowers and garden tractors. Do they really do a good job with an agricultural tractor? You know, 170 horsepower, they do. I have no doubt in my mind anymore. They absolutely do a great job with this tractor. And it's definitely a real option. Very, very impressive. And I'm impressed. In my opinion of the bright orange brand has definitely been changed this far into the demo. So very happy. We got another 75 hours of operating time, and it's going to make my fall here a lot more enjoyable. Let's get this first load of bales on the wagon. Just dropped a load of bales off. As you guys can see, you can shuttle forward and reverse super quick and back right up to where you need to be, unload the bales. There is a low gearing and high gearing transmission option, so I always click the low gear and then I push it forward so that the speed of the tractor matches the speed of these chains that are pushing the bales off. And still getting a little bit dialed with that. Like I say, everything takes time to get used to, but we are definitely improving quick and starting to do a pretty good job. So convenient. Forward reverse shuttle here in the cab. So you're just driving along, you're in forward gear. There's a little button behind the joystick. You press that and you hit reverse, and then it goes into reverse. So it's really convenient. Just to throw it in reverse and then go back to forward. When you are in reverse though, to speed up, you still got to press forward and then you speed up. So that also took a little bit of time to get used to, but now that I'm used to it, completely fine and completely workable. So yeah, this is your joystick for if you had a front end loader, if you're curious. It's set up for that as well. Another interesting feature in this tractor, one that I'm probably not going to use at all, but you can adjust the intensity of the steering wheel. So I have it turned all the way up, and like half a turn gets the wheels all the way over. It's crazy. And then if I turn it down, we go back to normal. You turn the steering wheel a bunch. That automatically kicks out as you go over 12 miles an hour, I believe. Just a necessary safety feature. It is the next day. We're just gonna take a load of bales over the scale, see how much these rye bales are weighing. We always wanna get a rough idea how heavy our bales are. Alright, so the total wagon and tractor is 19,150 kilos.
We got a full load on.
We'll type that into my calculator, screenshot it. We'll unload these bales, we'll come back, and then we'll weigh empty, and then we'll know exactly how much the bales are weighing. Drop that load of bales off. We are now weighing 12,970 kgs, so that is a net of 6180 divided by 14 bales, 441 kilos per bale. Those are some pretty good straw bales. All right, let's see how easy it is to service this tractor. Just gotta pull on that knob there. Gives us our air filter. And then this gives us access to the rads, which, as we can see, there is almost nothing in them. We're not doing a real dirty job, but by taking that cover away, we get access to these two rads. Super easy to blow them out. And then the main rad here, we'll just come in behind this fan, blow that out, and then our air filter is right here. See how we take this off. I have not done this yet, so look at that. Look at how easy that is. I did it with one hand for the first time. And this thing looks completely clean. Well, there's a little bit of dust in there. We'll blow it out. There's a secondary one up there. Yep. So, hit this with some air. After 30 hours of runtime, the fact that there's nothing in there probably just means that it's placed on a pretty good spot, right in the front. Beauty. gonna fuel this thing up now. They've very clearly marked it for the new user, diesel and diesel exhaust fluid. They're right here. The diesel exhaust fluid, this is the second time I have emptied the diesel tank. I have not had to fill that up yet, and I still see in the cab it's showing 3/4 full on, that's burning 2 full tanks of diesel. So whatever that's ratioed to, I don't know if it has a monster def tank or what, but it's definitely not something you have to worry about that often. So little toolbox here up front. So we're just gonna keep hauling away till the day ends. But one really cool thing I want to tell you guys about, and actually really big news for our farm, we're putting bales across the road. The reason why we want to separate our bales, you never know, we have like 3 or 4 acres behind the yard of bales stacked there. If that catches on fire, you lose everything. So we want to put 2 big piles. So we're gonna make another decent sized pile across the road here. The reason we've never done this before is because we've never owned this land, and we recently just bought this from the neighbor. So the quarter right across from the yard is now ours. And yeah, so it's a full block, 160 acres. Since I started the YouTube channel in 2019, we've bought 9 quarters of land and added it to our farm. That is a total of 1,440 acres of land. We think that land is a great investment, and we just keep getting the opportunity to buy land. Probably wouldn't mind chilling out now for a little bit, but when land comes for sale this close to you, you can't really say no. It provides a lot of security for our farm, especially the type of farm that we are. We're a supply management farm. We have quota, and we like to maybe not 50-50 equal, but we definitely would like to not have 100% of our value in quota. Maybe balancing it out with a little bit of land as well is for us a very good security. So that's why. Also, we just like land. It's fun to be a crop farmer. We're combining right now. We have great crops, best we've had in years, and it's just fun. So growing the crop farm seems like a good idea to us, and this is part of it. Also, sweet little bonus, we get to put bales across the road. Anyway, we'll keep hauling away. Well, we got to do a couple other things around the farm, so we got pulled away from hauling bales. There's still a couple loads out on that far field, but we will get it done tomorrow. First video with this tractor, we're gonna make a couple more. The next thing we're gonna do is put it in front of the feed wagon, I think, see how it does in front of the Supreme 900T mixer wagon. I know another guy that runs this in front of their mixer wagon. They say it's great, so we'll check that out. I think that's very interesting. First 30 hours of operating this tractor have been great. Like I said, it took me a while to get used to it, but that's just because it has a CVT transmission and I'm not used to that. Once I got dialed to that, it's been a joy. We weighed it today, 19,150 kilograms, tractor, bales, and wagon, all in. That goes down the road at 52 kilometers an hour. That's quite a bit of weight for this tractor. It's not a big tractor, but I was at no point scared that it wasn't enough weight. It handled that load with authority, and I was not in a situation once where I thought, well, this is kind of sketchy, we're going too fast. It handles the load well, and it did a phenomenal job. Large in part, you know, it's got big wheels, wide tires, suspended front axle works good. It keeps the tractor glued to the road, and you just stay in control. So a lot of fun operating this tractor. And yeah, I'm just impressed with what Kubota puts up for the money. I think you're getting a lot more for every dollar spent going with this tractor versus the equivalent tractors from some other brands where I think you're really getting bent. There's no other way to say it. I think this is everything that a far more expensive tractor is for less money. So anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about this tractor, drop them down below, or anything you want me to point out on it or review in more depth. We still have this thing for another 70 hours of operating, and we'll make some more videos with it. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.